Hello there. I'm back, bitches!
Woohoo!
Yeah! Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Shane. With me as always is Amy. I say always, I haven't been here for 4 weeks.
Where have you been?
I've been over there, and I was over there, and I was up by there for a bit, and I was down by there. And, yeah. I've been places, doing stuff. It was out of my control. I apologise.
More important than this.
I'm back now. Nothing's more important. Well, it was actually. So it was to do my little boy, so it was.
Okay, fair enough.
So there we go. But I'm back now, and we're ready to go. We got some cool comics this week.
Yes.
Not so many cool covers though. We've just been through them. There's
That's
some
true.
cool. There's
Yeah.
not like amazing covers this week, which is normally what we quite like. They always say don't judge a book by its cover, but we do anyway.
Yeah, we always do.
So, how's it been?
Oh, it's been alright.
A quick catch
I've
up.
had some lovely comments off of people.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I've still been editing the videos and watching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
pretty good. Thank you very much for the comments, Emily. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
so
appreciate
I've
it.
been having fun.
Oh, see, this
No
is
thanks.
amateur hour. I haven't got the comic and
Wow.
the thingamajig and the diddly
So,
doodah.
over there.
What's it doing over there? Should be like where I could just grab it. Alright, well, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. We're going to be giving away a facsimile cover of Edge of Spider-Verse #2, first appearance of Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, whatever she wants to call herself these days.
Goat spider.
Spider-Ghost, whatever. I will show that in a minute. Right then, so we'll start where we always start.
Where we always
Where
start.
we always
Back
start.
together again.
Back together. It's been a while. But I'm getting there. I'm
Yeah.
getting rusty. Indies.
Independent.
You've got some stuff to talk about though. I don't think I have.
I got one thing
Oh.
to talk about with it.
Okay. I'll do mine first then, just
Go
knock
on.
it out of the pack. Right, okay, I'm going to move that because I've got 2 of them. New Power Rangers Unlimited. This is a one-shot story. It's the start of the new arc. Going forward, looks quite promising. Life Zero. If you're not reading this, you need to. It's a really good pickup. They're not overly thick comics, but they're not full of adverts either. So, unlike take note DC and Marvel, you have thick comics, but they're full of ads. Hellboy. I believe this is a one-shot. I'm looking forward to reading it because, as you all know, I read a lot of Hellboy anyway. I've mentioned this before, I will mention it again, and if you're not picking it up, I'm going to ask the question why.
Why?
Heavy Metal Drummer, really great read, pick it up, honestly, great. So, I'm going to leave out 2 names, I'm going to talk about them in a minute. But Berserker #9 is finally in, so those of you that know about Berserker, it's a Karen Reeves story, it's been made into a Netflix film and animated TV show,
Wow.
I believe. They're taking a while to come out. There's about a 2-month gap between each one, but that was always planned, I believe. So the #9's in now. And then we've got something for you Buffy fans out there. Now I'm going to hold my hand up because I used to be a massive Buffy fan. We've got the Vampire Slayer, which is ongoing, #5. But more importantly, we got Buffy 97, which I'm kind of looking forward to reading. I know I haven't read any of the Buffy comics, any of the recent ones like this. But the fact that this is going back to 97, I'm going to pick this up and see where it all starts again. I'm just hoping that it's different stories from the TV show, then just rehash something. But I will let you know next week. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's pretty cool. That's me done this week. Well, not me done. It's my indies done this week. So already shooting off again.
I know. Wow. Bye. So for indie, I have Sonic the Hedgehog. Amazing. Who doesn't love Sonic? We then have the next issue #9 of A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, which is quite popular. Really cool.
Yeah.
We then have, from the creators of Ultraman, Redman, which seems really exciting. A brand new issue #1 by Behemoth. I was going to say Happy Tank. This seems quite interesting. So if you're a fan of Ultraman, then this is definitely something that you should be picking up. We then have the next issue of Land of the Living Gods, issue #5. And then another thing from Behemoth this week, which has been like an amazing publisher recently. They've been coming out with amazing stuff. They did Heavy Metal Drummer as well.
Yeah.
We have The Illusion Witch, book 1. I saw this when I was looking at the invoice and I was like, ooh, that seems interesting. And then I found out it was by Behemoth and I was like, ooh, my interest is even more piqued. So I'm going to give this a read and I'll let you guys know next week what it's like. But I'm really excited because the cover looks amazing. The synopsis seemed amazing. So I have really high hopes for this. It's got all the creatures on the front of the cover as well.
Looks cool. Does look cool. Okay, so on to the DCs.
On DCs.
Okay, right, so with DC and Marvel, you're going to notice I've got a theme. The first theme is Batman. So we're going to start with Batman Detective Comics 1061. It's a cool cover. Then we got Robin, number 15. And then we got Batman and Catwoman. I'm finished yet. Batman Beyond the White Knight. What's that number? Is this number 4? Yeah, book 4, number 4. Batman Fortress, number 2. And then the first non-Batman related, Swamp Thing. Season 2, number 14 out of 16. Really great read. If you get a chance to pick this up. And then I'm hoping they're going to finally get back to Hell is Green as well.
Ooh.
Which is going to be, I don't know why they delayed it, but interesting. But yeah, and that's quite a cool cover as well.
It is.
I really like that cover. So that's my one theme done for the day.
So what I've got for DC this week, I've got the next issue of Aquaman, issue number 5. We then have Superman Action Comics 1044, Kal-El Rising, very cool. We then have issue number 10 of Deathstroke Incorporated, which again seems really cool. We then have what I'm going to be reading from DC this week. We have DC vs. Vampires Killers, which is a one-shot, and it has Harley Quinn on the cover looking badass as ever. She always looks badass. And then speaking of Harley Quinn, we have Harley Quinn, issue number 16. This cover, I'm so excited to read
cool
this.
cover.
It looks literally so cool. Here in a classic costume, which is probably my favourite. I wish they would, go back to it more. But very excited to see where the story's going to go. And yeah, the variant covers for Harley Quinn is also really cool this week. The cardstock's always amazing, and there's also a Pride variant as well.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
really
amazing.
do appreciate that cover. And DC vs. Vampires has been really popular in the store. We
It
always
has,
say
yeah.
that every time it comes in. So it's only a 12-part arc. I think that's why they're doing one-shots and everything as well. So pretty
Easy
cool.
to get into.
Right, so we move on to the Marvels. I should say it like that because that's actually a character. But
Yeah.
The Marvel. Right, so my second theme. I got a bit of a double theme to be honest, I suppose. Right, so we'll start at the beginning because that's the best place to start. We got Mega Strike Avengers number 1, Monster Hunters. That looks pretty cool. Not something I would read, but it does look pretty cool. Then we got Avengers number 57. This is starting to lead up to the big summer arc of the Judgment Day, which is a crossover between X-Men, Avengers, and Inhumans.
Eternals.
Eternals, that's what I meant. The Inhumans one was a couple of years ago. So that's that looks pretty cool. Captain America, which is the Falcon version, and Deadpool.
Ooh.
I'm quite interested to see where that's going. Spider-Man 2099, and then almost like marketing. Like There's
Wow.
a film out
Almost like.
next week, possibly. It is next week. Thor, number 1, Lightning and Lamp. What does that say?
Layment, I think.
Layman, whatever. I don't even know what it says. I font is terrible, and my eyes are not working. But yeah, almost like there's a. I'm surprised that's actually not Jane Foster.
Well, there
But
is
then-
a Jane Foster.
Yeah, no, but I'm
going
surprised
on,
that was
so-
as well. Venom Lethal Protector. This has been a really great read so far. And then on to my second theme
Ooh.
of Marvel, my third theme overall, Star Wars. So I'm going to reverse these. So we got Dr. Aphra, number 21. It's a pretty cool cover. I quite like the artwork on that.
Very cool.
Darth Vader 21 as well, I believe. Double check myself. It's not
Professional.
24.
Ooh.
Oh. Darth Vader 24. I'm going to be honest, I don't really like that cover. But Darth Vader. Han Solo and Chewbacca number 3. That's a pretty cool cover. But more importantly, hello there. Obi-Wan number 2. So, TV show.
It's almost as if.
Yeah, it's like a TV show just finished, and there's something to do with these two. I don't know. Yeah, pretty cool cover. No spoilers to the TV show. That's all I'll say about that. They were talking spoilers at the end, but yeah. Number 1 was a really great read, so I'm looking forward to picking up number 2 on that as well. Indie's done.
That's Marvel.
Marvel done as well. well, I wasn't lying, though. Indie
Well,
was
Indy
done.
was done.
It
You
was
are
just done first. No, that's Marvel done. The Marvels done.
The Marvels. So I have Iron Man and Hellcat Annual. This is the Art Gym one. Unfortunately, the main cover came in damaged, all of them. So Diamond, thank you very much. But the Art Gym always never fails to not impress. I should say he's an amazing artist, one of my favourites. We have issue number 4, the little X-Men installments this week of Sabretooth. We then also have Wolverine Patch, which is issue number 3 for all the Wolverine fans. And then issue number 4 of X-Men Red. So a lot of X-Men stuff this week. And there are some amazing Hellfire Gala variant covers. And I'm really excited. I love it when they go every year when they do the Hellfire thing. We then also have the Excellent. So that's all the X-Men. And then we have the main 3 things that I'm very looking forward to reading this week. First of all, we have She-Hulk. Again, another brilliant cover done by Jen Bartel, which is one of my favourite artists. I've been really enjoying She-Hulk. I know people weren't impressed with the first issue, but I think it's really going forward and doing something really good because the first one was quite slow. But I love Jen, and it's almost as if there's also a She-Hulk TV show.
I read 1 and 2. It wasn't for me. I could see they was possibly going somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it, but I wasn't. I haven't read. Was 3 any better?
Yeah, I like it. So
It's
I
nice,
like
isn't it?
Jen. She's probably one of my favourite characters of mine. I love her relationship she has with like Captain Marvel and stuff. So that's kind of like the group that I always read. The big these are the best things that could ever happen to me in Marvel Comics. To be completely honest with you, we have the Variants, which is a Jessica Jones story, and I absolutely love Jessica Jones. Again, one of my favourite characters of all time. I know you were saying
I don't mind the character. I don't like season 2 and 3 of the TV show. Well, I've never watched season 3, so I can't even say I don't like
yeah,
it.
exactly. God,
But season 2 was so bad that there's no reason to watch season 3.
that's not true at all.
It is true.
It's not true.
It is.
You see, so she's surrounded obviously by all the variants, and it looks amazing. Obviously, her in a classic dual costume, which I'm loving the throwback to. I'm loving that they're doing something with Jess. So I'm really excited to read that.
And that's
Absolutely.
only a 5-parter as well. I
Yes,
think,
it's
so
a
not-
limited series,
Yeah, yeah.
so we'll see where it goes,
it'd
and
be
I'm
good.
excited. But the return, finally, after months of waiting and 3 cancellations of a run, it's Iron Cat, which is a Black Cat story. If you've read the first Black Cat solo run, obviously you will know that she breaks into Stark Industries and she makes her own suit. So this suit has kind of gone a bit rogue. So it is now up to Iron Man and Felicia herself to figure out what this Iron Cat is doing, and I'm so excited. It's written by Jed MacKay, he's wrote all the Black Cat stuff. He wrote the Mary Jane and Black Cat Beyond one shot, I'm pretty sure, and he's always doing good with Felicia. So this is the best thing ever, and Marvel should give her back her main run.
Cool.
Even though I think I'd be able to fund it all by myself. I'd
Yeah,
buy that
probably.
many issues.
Yeah. So that's the comics this week. Should we have a
Yes.
quick chat about one Obi-Wan?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Spoilers.
I'm going to chat about this as well. Do you know that Marvel have been in contact about picking Christian Ritter back up for Jessica Jones?
Seen
Yeah, so
I'm
I'll be interested to see where they go with that.
crossed.
I'm hoping they don't go down the Disney Plus sort of family show.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't
I'll tell you
think
what, actually, let's go. Before we go on to Obi-Wan, have you watched Miss Marvel?
I've watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay, what do you think?
I thought it was alright.
Just alright.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were the target audience. I quite like it.
Well,
I'm quite surprised I like it.
I'm not really I'm a fan of Captain Marvel, and it makes me sound so horrible when I say that I'm not a fan of Miss Marvel, but it's just because I don't really know, but Captain Marvel is my favourite superhero of all time. But it makes no sense for her to be my favourite superhero because I prefer stuff like Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Black Cat, all the nitty gritty, more street level rather than the cosmic stuff. So Captain Marvel's my favourite superhero mainly because that's kind of what got me into reading comics and stuff. So Miss Marvel has never really appealed to me because I'm not sure why. Like, I've read a couple of Champions runs, and I've read here, like, First Solo Run, and I
Yeah.
thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of it. But I thought the TV show was alright. So,
I quite like this one. I'm quite impressed.
Yeah?
I didn't think I'd like it. I'm not a Miss Marvel fan, same as you. I've read Champions. I've done quite a few runs of that. I've got her first run, but I don't think I ever finished it.
yeah.
And I'm not a fan of Captain Marvel. I think she's overpowered and overrated. It's just like Superman. But that's just me.
That's
But
shit.
I'm quite interested that you just think it's alright because it's
Yeah.
sort of your target audience.
I don't know, I was having a conversation the other day with one of my mates, I think, and we were just talking about how I'm not really into like all the Marvel TV shows really. I feel like Marvel, when it was just films, when you go, it was with Corey actually, I was having this conversation with Corey, when you go see the films, they felt a lot more special, more important, and now like with all the TV shows coming out, even though I'm a fan of like what Netflix did, I feel like because it felt separate, it was alright and I could get into it, but I'm just not really, I'm not really have the time to watch it all on the TV. Like, I'm not really a big fan of shows, I prefer films.
Okay, it's fair enough.
Which is why Stranger Things, right, it's humongous,
Yeah.
but to me, each episode just felt like its own like separate film because it was that long, so Stranger Things is my favourite TV show.
Yeah.
So I'm not really into like shows because I just don't have the time. It's the same with The Boys. I really want to watch The Boys. I just
Definitely know
Just
what the
haven't.
Yeah, okay, no problem. So, Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
But this, talking about...
I've watched that
I've
TV show.
Oh, a TV show. We're going to talk about a TV show. No, I've watched this one, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I've watched all of Obi-Wan and it was amazing. I will say that. TV shows that I do watch, I loved it.
So, I got a separate question before we go on to Obi-Wan fully. Do you think you don't like Miss Marvel because you can't watch at your own pace? Like, with Stranger
Yeah.
Things is obviously just
Yeah.
dumped. Like, but obviously Disney Plus are going back to the weekly thing.
Yeah, I prefer binge watching stuff.
You would have never survived in like these.
No,
ones.
because I don't know. When I binge watch it, I have if I want to watch it, I can watch it, and then I can just watch all of it. Like I don't have to wait. When I wait for shows, I just get uninterested. I'm like, well, I don't have the time this week. I'll watch it next week. Oh, I'll watch it next week. And then I just never watch it.
But it's the build-up. I like the.
Yeah, I like that you can like discuss about it like in between episodes, but I'm one of those people that I don't watch trailers for any TV shows. I'll watch like the initial trailer for a film or something, but when I watch something, I just want to go in and I want to be completely surprised.
Yeah.
Which is why I get annoyed when people like retweet like all the trailers for Volume 2 of Stranger Things, and I'm like, I just don't want to know.
Yeah.
Just let me be completely surprised.
That's why I like the weekly thing, because I feel that there's less spoilers with the weekly ones than there are with the.
Yeah.
Because I panicked about Stranger Things. Because I
Did
was
you?
like, somebody is gonna.
I panicked
It's
about
gonna be
it
on-
because I
it's
came
gonna be
into
on
the
TikTok,
shop.
yeah.
I came into
Someone's
the
gonna
shop
say
before I watched
something,
it, and
yeah.
I was like, somebody's gonna walk in and they're gonna say something, and I'm gonna punch them in the face. But I was all right.
But I feel like sometimes with like the weekly shows, that doesn't happen as much. You've
Yeah.
always got that buffer of 2 or 3 days
Yeah.
before
I
like
suppose.
spoilers start going up. But yeah, Obi-Wan. What do you think of it? Then?
I cried.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I think
It's
it's
perfect.
I think it's the best Disney Plus TV show they've done.
I agree with you actually.
I will
I
fight
wholeheartedly
anyone,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
They've done it so well. I think the only episode that sort of lagged was episode 4, but I don't think that was a major.
What happened in episode 1?
I think that's when he goes to the try and get there.
Oh, right,
It's
okay.
sort of a bottle filler episode, but it wasn't. It didn't. It was, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It was dragged out too much. That episode
Yeah.
was dragged out a little bit too much, but I don't think that was a bad thing. I think
No.
it is what it is. It was just the worst episode out of a great bunch of episodes.
Best one was obviously the last one.
Yeah. So, did you see my artwork?
Your artwork?
Did you not see my artwork?
No.
Oh man, I'll show you. Pop up my screen now. I done it. I went. So, I might pop on screen because when I try to do spoilers, it's not really a spoiler, but it is.
Why have I not seen this?
I don't know.
Have I seen it and I just can't remember?
I don't know. I have to show you, yeah. I'll pop it up on my screen now. 2 seconds. It doesn't overly spoil anything, but it is sort of a little bit of a spoiler. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. gone. Yeah,
Done.
so I had this idea in my head after watching the final thing, and I stayed up for like 3-4 o'clock in the morning creating it.
Oh,
So, yeah,
I want to
so-
see it now.
Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I thought it was the best Disney Plus series they've ever done.
Yeah.
It was really well done, and I know people are calling for season 2.
I don't think it needs it.
I don't think I want it.
No, you can't overdo it. I feel
Yeah.
like it was just I want to see Ewan McGregor play Obi-Wan again somehow, but I just don't feel like you need another season of Obi-Wan because you don't want to ruin it.
I'll tell you what I'd do if I could do a season 2, and this might be controversial to some people. I would do it. I'd have nothing to do with Darth Vader in it. I would not
Yeah.
have Vader have anything to do with it.
Yeah, I agree.
I would
actually.
I would separate that completely and then just run a separate story where he's trying to go around and help people and trying to stay
Yeah.
off the radar again, but doing it a little bit more.
Yeah. What I wanted to see that we didn't really get that much of was Clone Wars flashbacks. I want more Clone Wars era stuff because Clone Wars is my favourite Star Wars era. I love it. So I was a bit gutted that I couldn't see Hayden Christensen in his what is it? The armour
Yeah.
as in the army. The
Yeah.
general armour. Him in his general armour. I was a bit gutted about that, but
Yeah, it'd be interesting. But yeah, okay. I think we could probably call it there.
yeah.
Call it there. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Good night, God bless, all the best. Ta-ra, guys.
Bye.
Thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Good night, God bless, all the best.